Good evening, good morning, good day, wherever you guys are. It's Gods here casting the We Play Dota 2 tournament. We've got QPad versus Empire, game number 2. It's now live. We've got ourselves underway here, and QPad Red Pandas finding themselves down 1-0. They drop game 1 to a very team fight centric lineup of Empire with the Mag as well as Tidehunter, combining that with the raw DPS of a Clinks, and you've got yourselves a pretty scary composition of heroes, and QPad just couldn't handle it, even with Sing Sing on his trademark hero, the Puck. So we'll get ourselves into game number 2, guys. We'll see if QPad Red Pandas can bounce back, or whether or not Team Empire will take the 2-0 win. They've got the stand-in Twister, as well as the stand-in Johnny, who played a fantastic mag the last game, handling some of those key heroes. We had Twister on the Tidehunter, we had Johnny playing the mag last game, and QPad, with their full roster, just weren't quite up to the task of taking down this sort of, this, I guess, somewhat torn apart Empire team. They haven't had the best results recently. We can see they're playing with 2 standards. This is ever since Goblak as well as Silent left the team. They're looking for replacements right now. Well, it's Twister as well as Johnny who are playing those standard roles. They haven't announced anything as of yet, but Empire are a team who look like the fresh faces may be helping out. It's something which we see a bit. Na'Vi, when they first added Kuroki as well as Funny, they had some great results. Then they kind of dipped off a bit. They had a couple disappointing LAN results. So it's something you see when you bring in these fresh faces. It can sort of make things go well for a while. While teams find you may be hard to predict or whatever it may be. But right now, whatever it is, it's working for Empire. QPad have to bounce back here in game number 2. Alright, there we go. Unfortunately, I am solo casting for the time being. Winter should be joining me later on today, the MUFC captain. But right now, we have ourselves solo casting for the We Play Dota 2 over on Beyond the Summit 2 channel. For those of you guys who don't know, we have a second channel, which is twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2. We've got KP up against Dignitas. So Eternal Envy's new team. I say his new team. He's just the carry player for it. He's going to be playing over on the BTS2 channel up against Team Dignitas, who've been in great form as of late. And then we've got QPad vs Empire here. So this is your group of death, really. This is the toughest group for this round of 16. We've got Group D tomorrow, which I believe is EG, Liquid, Fnatic NA, and 4FC maybe? It's one of those, or I think it's AL Academy actually. I think it may be AL Academy who are the 4th team in that group. There's 3 American teams and 1 non-American team, but let's keep a closer eye on this draft as we have got Empire taking on QPad. Queen of Pain and Rubik picked up by Empire, so probably a Queen of Pain going to be handled by Vigos, but we saw last game Empire are mixing up the roles. They have not got anything set in stone with these 2 standards. Scandal was playing support, Vigos was playing off lane. They had Johnny the stand-in playing, well, he was meant to be playing the solo mid mag. He ended up rotating to the safe lane because of the dual lane mid by QPad. So they are mixing things up a bit here. QPad, well, they're going with what works best for them. They pick up the Magnus, and then they go into the Shadow Demon Gyrocopter. So I like this because, well, you can see different things come out. You can see the potential for that strong dual lane mid with something like a Shadow Demon Kunkka. Put the Gyrocopter in the safe lane, Mag in the off lane, then you can run that dual lane mid with the Shadow Demon. Alternatively, you can just do a standard Magnus mid, get an off laner for Select, have Sing Sing play the Mag, although generally it is Select who plays that Mag. And then you have the potential just to go for a strong trial lane, Shadow Demon Gyrocopter with someone else. You can go safe lane trial lane, offensive trial lane. There's so many different ways you can play this. As for Empire, well, they're going to go with what worked out well for them already. They pick up the Clinks as the 3rd pick. I guess we're going to be seeing it played by Blower once again. He played it last game. Scandal not handling it. Scandal sort of their former solo player. Not really the one who was made Clinks famous for them. That was Funnick, but Scandal also a capable Clinks player. But right now it's Blow Your Brain who's going to be playing that. Twister, as someone's mentioned in the chat, is the old Mouse Sports player. He used to be on the same team as Sing Sing. Back with the very old Mouse Sports. Back when there was like, what, Come With Me, Sexy Bamboo, Twister, and some others. I think Sexy Bamboo and Come With Me maybe even joined after Twister left. The very original Mouse Sports was like mostly sort of a Finnish team. There was like Twister. I think was even Trixie on the team. I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking crack, guys. But whatever it is, I remember them having sort of a very different team back when Twister was on. He got ousted. That was Come With Me, I believe, was on the team because I remember there was some sort of drama over all over the Dota 2 interwebs. It's never complete without drama. About sort of people talking behind each other's backs, helping to sort of get people kicked from the team, and there was some hate going towards Come With Me's direction coming out from Twister, as I recall. But that's long in the past. That was literally over a year ago, back before TI2, well before TI2. It also sort of hurt Mouse Sports as far as going to TI2, although they ended up going as a replacement team and they got to play. So all's well that ends well, except for Come With Me because he could not get his visa, which kind of sucked for him. So that's neither here nor there. Come With Me currently playing as a stand-in at the EMS1 LAN finals. He's playing with DD Dota, who I believe lost in their first round match to Rock's Kiss. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but we'll see what we get here. Let's focus on this game. Empire. Clinkz generally played in the safe lane, maybe not as a solo. We saw last game they were going to put some supports there, although they ended up rotating the Clinkz to mid because of the lanes. The question is, do they ban out the Kunkka? Empire, you've got to be expecting it somewhat. You've got, I guess maybe you get somewhat blindsided by the fact, hey, they've got Mag who can solo mid and Shadow Demon Gyrocopter. Shadow Demon's going to be supporting the Gyrocopter, but they could easily just leave Gyrocopter as a safe lane solo or just with one support and do Shadow Demon Kunkka mid. So you've got to think Kunkka gets banned out. But if not, I'll be thrilled to cast a game with Sing Sing on Kunkka. The other hero for him is that Puck. That's really the beauty of this QPad lineup. Even if they don't get the Kunkka, they can then just say, okay, we don't have Kunkka, let's just go with the standard 3-1-1. Have the offlane mag, get Puck for solo mid, and then run a trial in with the Gyrocopter. So it really does give them a lot of versatility with this lineup. As we'll see what that leads into, what Empire want to ban out, what they're worried about. As so far, it has Bounty Hunter. No, he's a Kunkka ban. Bounty Hunter to start things off. They ban out Selects, one of his main heroes for the offlane. But it sort of goes to show they're not entirely expecting Select to play the mag. If they're going to ban out a Bounty Hunter, they probably have something in their mind thinking maybe Sing Sing's playing at mid. But at the same time, they're like, well, maybe they go for the Kunkka. So they ban it out. Especially considering right now Empire have some squishy heroes prone to being chain disabled. I'd be banning out entirely heavy lockdown heroes. Queen of Pain, if you get caught up by a stun, you die. Clinkz, similar story. As, well,
10 seconds.
both teams with another ban left. QPad do have that first pick over on the Radiant side, and it's a must-win game. If they, well, not a must-win game. If they lose this, they're not out, but they drop down to the losers match, and qualifying gets very, very difficult. You can sort of see the group they're up against here. They'll drop down to the loser bracket, and if they lose one more game, they're out. They'll have to beat both the loser of KP Dignitas and the loser of that winner bracket finals match. So it'll be very difficult for them to do that. QPad going to ban out the Tide, so they saw Twisty use the last game. They want to ban it out once again. As we are going to see one more ban on the Faceless Void. So Wagamama's Faceless Void taken out. I guess makes sense if you're potential Gyrocopter in the mid lane. Or even support Gyrocopter. It's completely, of course, support Gyrocopter easily fits into this QPad lineup. Something which slipped my mind. As we'll see what is going to be the mid hero of choice. And I think Puck is actually great here. It didn't work out last game, but I think this is an even better game for a Puck. When you look at Queen of Pain, Clinkz and Rubik on the other side. Problem was last game they had well, Orchid from Clinkz is going to be back, but you had this heavy team fight, and Puck is meant for sort of ganking and going for these sort of quasi skirmishes, but you couldn't really do that because Mag would just blink RP, and this time the RP is on your side. So a lot easier to take team fights. They pick up the Leshrac for now, so looks like we will be seeing a farming Gyrocopter. The question is more how they look to lane this. Gyrocopter can solo mid. They can go with the dual lanes once again if they want. Run a dual lane mid. We've seen them go for the DK Leshrac. They go something like a Gyrocopter Shadow Demon safe lane, DK Leshrac mid. Or they can just go for a full-on trial lane. But the dual lanes is good, especially if you get if you have two dual lanes against a solo hero. Theoretically, that's 2 lanes you win. Your suicide lane should lose to their trial lane, but dual lanes is a good way of dealing with a 3-1-1 split.
5 seconds remaining.
As now, 4th pick coming out from Team Empire. They need another support. They need, well, an offlaner who offers a lot. And I'm thinking something like a Darkseer really here. You need some team fight. You need someone to maybe pick up a mech for your team. Something to fill what basically the hole that Mag had last game. I guess you could go for something like an Enigma in the offlane, or even as your other support in the jungle, but it's going to sort of make things harder in the early to mid game when you've got such weak lanes with something like an Enigma. I feel Darkseer offers a lot more to the team overall. We'll see if Empire want to go that way. They're the Lifestealer last game, which got banned out very early on by QPad here, though. Not to mention, even if Lifesteal was in the pool, I don't see them picking up. They're going to go Sand King, which I like. They need some AoE disable. They need some just stable, reliable team fight without going for that This is this is different to the Tidehunter because of the fact it's a short cooldown stun. What, like a 10-11 second cooldown on that Burrow Strike? 11-second cooldown at all levels on Burrow Strike, so it's much more reliable as an AoE stun. Ravage is like, bang, you've thrown it, you either win or lose a team fight based on it. For Burrow Strike, you can throw 2, 3 in a team fight, do a whole lot more.
Remaining.
As last pick now for
5
QPad.
seconds.
Chaos Knight. Okay, so it looks like we will be seeing the Gyrocopter mid, or possibly even, once again, this is the potential dual lanes. Put CK Leshrac mid, Shadow Demon Gyrocopter to the safe lane. QPad love to run this style of play. They've been doing it constantly with these dual lane mids, and that's probably what I'd say I'm most expecting. Could easily look to run a tri lane here, but if you're up against a suicide solo, if they play it smart, you're unlikely to get kills against a tri lane, so it seems to me it's better just to go for those dual lanes and then look to just control the farm and CS in 2 lanes at once, the safe lane as well as the solo mid lane.
5 seconds
Empire probably
remaining.
somewhat anticipating that themselves, and they're going to think how they look to deal with it. Do they send a dual lane of their own mid? They could send something like a Rubik Queen of Pain dual lane mid. Sure,
10
Queen of Pain
seconds
levels a lot
remaining.
slower, but just having the more guaranteed farm, and hey, if you win the lane, fantastic. Mirana actually gets last pick. Okay. That's going to be a Vigos Mirana. Oh man, this goes way back. We get ourselves like one of the most epic. The number of highlight reels of Vigos on this Mirana. Oh my gosh, don't freak out, guys. Let's go. There we go.
Prepare for battle.
Excuse me, guys. I've got a bit of a cold I'm recovering from, but it looks okay. The number of highlight reels out there of Vigos on Mirana is just crazy. You could probably just like YouTube Vigos Mirana and find like 5 to 10 different highlight videos of him playing Mirana. Probably just, some of them are probably just Vigos highlight videos, but they all feature his Mirana. He was famous for this hero years back. As we're going to see how he can handle it here up against this QPad Red Pandas. We'll introduce our Radiant team that is the QPad Red Pandas. We've got Mini, who apparently loves Mintchip quite a lot, playing the Shadow Demon. We've got Jerex, the other support, playing the Leshrac. We've got Wagamama on the Chaos Knight. Sing Sing going to be playing the Gyrocopter, and then finally that leaves us Select, who's going to be playing that offlane Magnus. As at the moment it looks tri-lane mid. At the moment it looks that way, but I imagine we see Mini rotate bottom, look to use these pulls, get some XP, get some farm. But we'll see how the dire side look to play. So we have got Vigos, boots first Mirana. I'm loving this game already. He's in the offlane, but he's maybe going to see some early ganks from him. Look to chuck some arrows on mid lane. Look to try to set up some kills to help Johnny out. Johnny on the Queen of Pain is going to be, it seems, soloing the mid. Twister playing the Sand King. Scandal playing the support Rubik. So Scandal, as mentioned last game, as we saw last game, is now playing the support. And that leaves Blower, Blow Your Brain, playing the safe lane Clinks. They're going to be doing some early scouting of this rune. There is an early smoke on Twister, so no rune at top. It's going to... What am I talking about? Where did that... Oh, so what am I talking about? It's... I'm completely lost. Where was that rune? I don't even know. I didn't even see a rune. Someone killed it, maybe. I'm blind. I'm dazed. I'm confused. It's early in the morning, guys. Someone got a rune. I don't know who. Scandal, or maybe he actually denied the rune. Scandal is going to be joining the mid lane, so this is that dual lane. A way of dealing with the CK Leshrac of your own. You can't send Queen of Pain to solo. You've got to bring backup, and that's going to be backup in the form of the Rubik. So 2v2 lane there. Bottom lane, we've got the Mirana up against the dual lane with the Shadow Demon Gyro. Leap is a nice way of getting away from this rocket barrage, but still be careful. That's how you play this. As Mini is going for an early pull. Looks like he will get this successfully. Not looking to stack this, which is fine, because you can just get this next camp, pull it down, and then you're just fine. You've got to tango your way through here, which I imagine he'll do just that. Yep, there we go. He's going to start denying as much XP as possible from this Mirana. Opa, Vigos going to poke his head in, and right now we do see the mid lane where they can't be as aggressive as they'd like because of it being a dual lane versus dual lane. I realized the chat's talking about a Mirana bug. It should have been fixed. Vigos. Cheeky play coming out from me. He's going to get disrupted. He may just fight this. No, he's not going to fight. He's going to actually leap. He's really cautious of how to play this lane. And Scandal rotating. I don't think he's been spotted rotating bottom. Minchip is salving up with the clarity, though. If he got caught out by Scandal there, without being salved up, that would have been very, very bad for him. He's smoking, though. He's going mid. He gets scattered by a sentry. I think they've seen this. Oh, they saw the smoke. They know it's coming. This is a lot of wasted time from Mini. They can even see him invis. They could even run right at him. They could just go kill him with 2 heroes. I think they're going to do just that. Oh my god, they've even got a third coming. They've got Vigos on the way. Mini, first blood. There's no escape. Arrows there. Vigos perfectly placed, perfectly timed. Finds a haster and Rubik gets the first blood.
I came here to be tested.
Meanwhile, top lane, we've got Twister. Getting some XP and farm using that Sanking. And Sanking, a support hero who needs a lot of XP. Farm somewhat, but especially experience, because that level 1 stun has a very short range. 350 range, you need to get the extra points for the extra damage as well as range. It scales so ridiculously well, this spell, that you have to sort of give Sanking. You can't really play him as that 5 position support. It's always that 4 position, which we're seeing here. He gets some pulls, gets some XP and farm. It does come at the cost of Select getting some farm of his own, as well as up to level 3.5. Bottom lane, Vigos now, he's getting tons of level XP. This is, I remember, I can't remember who I was playing with. I think it was, I was playing with Blitz, and I was explaining, when you're playing a, like, ganking Mirana, you max arrow first. The more points you put in arrow, the more, like, faith you have in your ability to hit arrows. If you only have 1 point in arrow, it's saying, oh, I'm not going to hit an arrow, so I'm only going to put 1 point in it. If you put 4 points in it, it's like your only damage is coming from an arrow, so you max out the arrow first. It's all about confidence. Confidence, Cohen. Confidence. If only his name was Cohen. And big shout out to everyone who actually got that reference. Which I imagine is very, very few. But Johnny right now in the mid lane on that Queen of Pain. He's up to 2 and 2 CS. Which I say up to? That's really bad right now. He's struggling. CK with a lot more stun from Jarek's not going to land. Jarek's normally spot on with those Leshrac stuns. But there was a blink dodge coming out from Johnny. There's things starting off pretty well for QPad. Despite the first blood, I feel like the actual laning stage is slightly better for them. They have given Mirana space to get up some decent XP and farm this bottom lane. Level 4.5. Even poking around getting some CS also finds enough gold to get a bottle now. Rotation. Scandal going to see this illusion room bottom, and there's no Radiant wards near the bottom lane. There's one at top, and there's nothing seeing this rotation coming in except Mini. He scouts out from the high ground. There we go. Telekinesis, arrow, dead. Starfall going to be used as well. Disruption does block the second Starfall hit. Starstorm hit. Yeah, it's Starstorm. Damn you, Blizzard. Why you have to make us change spell names? And he gets his bottle up, going to use all these charges, send it back to base. Maybe send it back out right away, or depends if his teammate needed any items, which I imagine Johnny will in just a second. Either his boots or his bottle. Twister also going for an early smoke gank. He's level 3 now, so level 2 stun could spell the death of Jerax especially. Maybe Wagamama. Probably ideally you want to try and bait this out, but it looks like not going to happen. Twister going to swing back towards top lane. Look for Select here. Select with mana for a skewer is level 2, but he needs to be careful because Blower offers a lot of instant damage here. He's going to skewer right off the bat. Very, very defensive play from him. Probably expecting there to be Scandal as well with a follow-up disable. And yes, guys, for those of you wondering, Skywrath Mage is auto-banned for this, or at least for now. For the time being. Vigos on that Mirana. The Priestess of the Moon. The Potom. As you Warcraft 3 Dota fans would know. Everyone used to call this hero Potom. Well, it's like the Dota, well, the Warcraft 3 and the Warcraft 3 Dota name. As QPad, they've got 3 heroes mid. Mini is there backing up as well, the CK. And Sand King says, well, I can't really get many kills up mid. I'm going to go back top. He's looking to sort of just find the XP and farm I was talking about. He's got his boots up nice and early, which is another key item to get as fast as possible. If you fall behind, give up a kill, give up a death or two. As Sand King, don't get those boots in the first 5 minutes. You're in a whole lot of trouble. Vigos, one more hit. Turn and hit, turn and hit, turn and hit. Yep. Gets the rocket. Bit of extra gold as well, which is nice. And we may actually see an initiation here. They've got the Rubik, they've rotated him in, and this looks really bad for Sing Sing. Starfall to lead things off. He'd lift. Arrow, can he find the line? Yes, he can. Sing Sing gets going to get brought down. Rocket, well, no rocket brush. Cooldown going to be used. Doesn't actually hit anything except for creeps. Really nice ganks. This Mirana, Rubik have gotten all 3 of these kills. Mirana 003, Rubik 300. Scandal. He's the last hit lord right now. Select at top lane. He's up to level 5, so we can't really see him get too involved just yet. But here comes the rotation from QPad. Sensual Disruption. Going to see a Split Earth follow up from Jirak. It's going to be... Oh! The Split Earth used too early, but it looks like they'll bring him down regardless. Skewer back from Select, so Jirak got a bit too overzealous there with that Split Earth, but they get the kill anyways. Luckily for QPad, they really needed that. They're behind 3-0. QPad is winning the farm war. Look at these last hits in the top left. 3 of the top 4 all on that Radiant side, but it's 3 kills going the way of Empire, and it's a slight lead to QPad, especially with that kill on the Clinks now. The gold is in their favor. I imagine XP in the die. No, it was in the dire side's favor, but now it's pretty much dead even. Can talk about a 250 XP or gold lead, but at 7 minutes in, it's really nothing. A kill on Sand King will be something, though. It looks like they may do just that. Disruption, Split Earth, and then the Skewer as well. You can't really hide in the Sandstorm. Select was prepared, and that gets him up to level 6 as well. So 2 kills going back QPandas' way, and this is a good sort of sign from them. They needed that momentum coming out, and we see CK sort of left alone at mid lane, and there's a TP back from Lestrak, but his 2 supports spent a lot of time top, and Wagga didn't really get put under any pressure. He's got 45 CS, which is the highest in the game, despite the fact his supports just left him for about a minute and a half, which is a really good sign. Problem is Sing Sing, he's got no supports, he's got no backup, and he's possibly being ganked off again. Telekinesis, dead. Arrow, Starfall to follow it up. Needs to be careful here. Actually doesn't have mana for a leap here. Rocket Barrage is going to be used as well as a cooldown, but Vigos sidesteps it, gets out of there, and with another sort of 1-2 punch, Telekinesis, Arrow, they get a 4th kill of the game. Rana hoping for a rune. Actually, there is a rune. He's got this bottle coming back out with which he can refill here. Looks like Queen of Pain and... Well, Queen of Pain's bottle with being used by Scandal for some mana first, but Johnny's going to take the DD rune, head back towards mid lane. We only see level 4 in this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain getting really slowed down a lot at mid. And once again, Wagamama gets left alone at mid lane. The 2 supports go smoking top. The thing is, they don't really know Empire if the supports are mid or top. They have quite a bit of vision here, but whether or not they saw the supports rotate top, I'm not too sure. They may run right into Blow Your Brain. They're going to drop a sentry. Blow needs to be careful here. Needs to get out. Don't run left. You've got to run right. Looks like he could be running the wrong way here. There is a mag with an RP. He's going to use it. Edict as well. They bring down the Clinks for the 2nd time this game, and they're not punishing Wag at mid lane. At least doesn't feel like it. There's going to be a Moonlight Shadow even used for that one. And Wag is just going to go ham on Johnny under the tower here. Johnny taking a lot of damage. May see a return kill, though. Johnny, got to be careful. Blinks his way out of there. Is another Scream in just a second. Just an illusion. Chasing a very early point in that ultimate from CK. Trying to fight his way through that mid lane. He had Treads, Bracer, Wand and Stout Shoot. You can see how tanky he is for 9 minutes in the game, and that's why he felt confident. He could take that 1-on-2.
You can't have it.
Johnny back at mid. He's got boots and bottle, but very little farm. Oh no, Mag. They've killed Sankey again. All 4 of the QPad kills have come from this Mag at top. He's 3-0-1. All 4 of the Empire kills have come from, well, this fella here. Vigos on the Mirana. He's 1-0-3. Well, with the Rubik, I should say. I can't really forget Scandal. Scandal's actually going to go top this time. And I'd love to see Vigos look to TP top, considering how influential he's already been. Only 2 points in the arrow. Didn't go for the max arrow build. I'm disappointed. That's like the ultimate just sign of confidence that you're never going to miss a single arrow when you max it out. Blow, looking for an early rotation, early gank. Decides top lane isn't safe. He is going to scout out Jerex here. Question is, where's Shadow Demon? Nearby, but not entirely. I think he actually gets spotted running past there. Not sure quite how far that tower... The tower can't hit here, but I think the actual sentry vision from the tower does reach there. I'm sure some of you mechanics nerds in the chat would be able to tell me and let me know. Right now, QPad. A lot of coverage at this top lane. Sentry Ward's going to D-Ward too, though. That's a value Sentry Ward from Scandal. Needs to be careful not to get picked off. He's probably a bit worried about that, but he's got backup. Twister's there. Twister we've seen nothing from. 0-2-0. I mean, it's not just him. Clinks at the top lane also 0-2-0, but he's meant to be there farming. Sand King, you want to see some early kills from. You want to see some involvement, but right now we're just not having it. 2 smokes also on him. Hasn't used either, so really looking to probably find a kill in somewhere in the near future. May even go smoking with this Rubik or Clink soon. But no, he's been given a lane. He's going to get that level 6, and Jirax and Mini, one of the great support duos in the European scene. They got another smoke coming, it looks like, because they're sticking together right on top of each other. They've used... I think QPad are a team who love to go for these early smokes. They use them very, very early. We've seen it so far this game. The question is, are they able to use another one? Ooh, leap out just in time. Hasn't used a smoke for that one, so not a whole lot lost except for a bit of time. And they immediately failed gank on bottom, smoke towards mid, or possibly smoke towards top. Scandal seeing as far back as possible. You can't really go for that reality rift because you'll sort of end up somewhere in the middle in the river, and then you're in all sorts of trouble. Uh-oh. Queen of Pain immediately blink out. You've just got to run. Moonlight Shadow even being used. I think Vigos spotted the threat. They're knowing those supports maybe rotating towards mid, and they both TP top. Oh my gosh. These supports, man. I love this play. These rotations around the map is just amazing. As soon as the smoke gang fails mid, they're still smoked and they rotate top. They need to be careful because there is a dire Sentry Ward that may scan them out, but they're going to hide in the secret shop. Problem is, Clinks is not really farming in lane. At least not for the time being. He's going to go for this big creep and, well, he's going to have backup momentarily. 3 heroes coming. We're going to need more here. Can CK get here? Can Gyrocopter get here? Right now it doesn't look like it, and as a result, QPad are backing off. They saw the 3 heroes rotating through the middle lane. But Wagga treads, drums, magic wand very early on. He's got a lot of farm. Dire team, they've got an observer ward scouting things out here, so they see exactly where Mini and Jurex are. Telekinesis. Stun, can he get both? Doesn't look like it. Only going to catch one here. Will bring down Mini here, and it looks like, oh, arrow, Vigos. What a play coming out from him. He gets the perfect line on a fleeing hero. For the first time this game, it's not a lined up arrow coming out from a telekinesis. That one he actually had to land. That one he actually had to place, and he places it perfectly. Gets another kill for him and his team. Queen of Pain. Brought down in mid lane, though. Was it a solo kill from Wagga? I think Wagga actually solo killed the Queen of Pain. He used the drum charge. I'm not sure if there was any support for that one, but it looks like it was a potential solo kill coming out from Wagga onto that Queen of Pain. Right before that fight broke out at top. Now we're going to see this T1 tower put under a bit of pressure. Select, he's level 9. He's going to have Blink Dagger. Ooh. 14, 15-minute Blink Arcane Boot bottle. This is not bad at all for him. And this is going to give QPandas a lot of options as far as these team fights go. We see Vigos with... Oh, it's an offlane Mirana getting Treads, Bottle, Blade of Alacrity. Going to be seeing a Yash up very soon. This is some really, really strong farm for him. Jerex coming back towards the mid lane to back up Wagga. We've seen... I think Wagga solo killed Johnny. Look at Johnny really struggling. He had a fantastic game like last game on Mag. You can't really fault him for that. They're poking around here. There's a Sentry Ward, though, for the Dire team. I say that. They can't see Clinks. It's a Dire Sentry Ward, but any showing of aggression, and you've got to be expecting someone there to be invis, whether it's something like a Moonlight Shadow being popped, a Smoke Gang, something out of the ordinary you're expecting. Rune going to be spawning top, and it's going to be CK who picks it up. Queen of Pain wanted to go for a blink in his death. You can't go blinking in for it. Oh, guys. Vigos picked off at bottom lane. It's the Shadow Blade up very early on Sing Sing, which I completely did not catch.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's Johnny. 4-second stun on him under the tower. Going to be a telekinesis as well as a 2-second stun stolen. Wagamama goes down. Was not expecting the stun being stolen from Scandal there, and Johnny drops the ultimate. That's going to suddenly catch him up. He was like level 6, level 7 with no farm at all. And all of a sudden, things get turned around for him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
T1 tower at bottom brought down. Shadow Demon gets a kill, and oh my gosh, Mags found the kill at top. Sankin goes down. RP being used on that. Select is just all over the place with this Mag. He's been involved in 5 of these 7 kills as the offlane Mag. He's got the Blink Dagger up now. He's having a pretty high impact on this game. Are these two heroes going for another smoke soon? They love their smoke cakes. No, it's not. Looks like Sing's got himself a Ring of Aquila. Nope, just a Ring of Basilisk. Get that plus armor, and maybe see that Ring of Aquila come out shortly after. Mini, dust on him. Help counteract both the Mirana as well as the Clinks and even Sanking. There's 3 sources of invis there. And now the tier 1 tower being pressured. The problem is, this game, unlike last game, Empire just do not have the sort of team fight to stop these pushes easy. Last game they had a blinking Mag RP, they also had a Tidehunter Ravage, but this game, it's maybe an initiation coming from Moonlight Shadow, but if there's Sentry Wards down, that just won't work. Right now there's only Dust though, and Moonlight Shadow is going to be popped. It looks like QPad cats this one out, because they back off immediately. They either saw it or they heard it. They back off to their own tower, they're going to wait it out, and then maybe go for another bit of a semi-push. Meanwhile, top lane, we have got Blow Your Brain with a completed Orchid Malevolence. And it looks like QPad are going to be ready to push soon. This T1 tower is somewhat vulnerable. Hard to defend. You can throw the Fade Bolt. Looks like maybe for now. Empire are going to be doing their best just to hold in. Vigos can come and hit a big arrow. Well, things could even turn in Empire's favor. 7 kills apiece between the two teams, and it is going to be a slight lead going the way of QPad. 2-3k gold, similar story with the experience. Oh, Blink Skewer. They found Scandal. Easy pick off. Is there any counter initiation? No. Split Earth was actually looking for a stun there. It looks like QPad with that couldn't be able to get this tier 1 tower. That's all they needed. A Blink Skewer, take out one. Top lane is being pushed in. It looks like the tier 1 tower does go down, so it's a tier 1 for a tier 1. Empire not going to be too unhappy about that one. They do lose to support Rubik, but it's a decent trade for them nonetheless. Sing Sing now up to level 11 on that gyrocopter. He's recovered from that bad 0-2 start, where he died to the Rubik Mirana on multiple occasions. Mag, oh my gosh, solo kill onto Klinks? What is Klinks doing? You can't take that Mag, man. Not Mag with an RP. Hedris for the win. As I do apologize, guys, for missing another kill. I'm somewhat disoriented without having Dota 2 sounds. Headphones are broken. Well, not headphones, but our setup here is broken. Smoke coming from Empire, though. They're going for a 4-man smoke here. Oh, sorry, 3-man smoke, it looks like. Sing behind Mirana on Vigos. Klink's already taken out of that top lane. And now they're going to find him. It looks like Sing Sing maybe gets caught out if they're not careful. They've got a Sentry Ward as well as Dust on Rubik on Scandal, so no TPs just yet, so they can't really back up Sing incredibly fast here. Rubik need a fast telekinesis. Ah, they're not going to spot him out just yet. There we go. Blink, Scream, Stand Kick Stun. Not even gonna, they're going to use a Dust. It was on, the Shadow Blade was on cooldown regardless, but Empire do not know that.
Top tower is under attack.
And this is going to be possibly the tier 1 bottom tower. As you see Twister and Johnny doing some creep skipping here. Attempted trade from top lane from QPad. Looks like Select will bring down this tier 1 tower as Mag. He's got the bit of empower damage. And there we go. Last it's the top tier 1 tower. It's going to see his mech up in just 100 gold. Empire. They want to keep on pushing though. They're really feeling confident about this, and I think it's this Mag RP being on cooldown, but it's up very, very soon. Arrow going to scout things up. I like this scouting arrow because they see no one there and they know they can get this tier 2, unless TPs happen. First TP comes in, they could just go straight into CK because this second TP takes a long time. Epicenter, they're throwing everything onto Wagamama. He hasn't got an armlet yet, but he will pop the drums here, and this team fight is suddenly going to get turned around. It looks like QPan, can they do this? They're on the chase now. Gyrocopter Calder not really doing enough. Klinks, he's gone invis, and no sentries, no dust. They're not going to bring him down, and they get the tier 2 tower. It looks like Arrow just going to be flying in to sort of deter any chasing, and now the TP's out. They bring down Shadow Demon, they get the hell out of there. Nice fight coming in from Empire. It looked like QPad would go chasing, but there was enough survivability on that Dire side. They kept themselves alive, they got the hell out of there. Another Arrow going to go flying out from Vigov. Just once again, scout things out. See what's there. Mid lane, Wagamama. Is this his armlet? Must be coming up soon. There we go. We've got an armlet. Sing Sing up to level 11 now on that gyrocopter. Level 2 cooldown. Also going to hit level 12 soon. We'll see what item he goes for next. He's got his Treads, Ring of Aquila, and his Shadow Blade. Question is what comes next. We've got Mech being picked up by Magnus. Over on the Dire side, you've got your Orchid for Klinks. BKB, of course. No surprises there that it's going to be his next item of choice. Sure, there's a Mag RP to go through it, but you just need it because of all the disables, the lockdowns, the nuke. Disruption, Leshrac follow-up stuns, CK stuns, Shockwave, skewers you can block the damage from. All these nukes sort of, you've got to go for the BKB. Sand King, where's his Blink Dagger? Still be waiting. Mid lane though. We've got an initiation. It's going to be a Blink RP. Can Johnny actually get out of this? He's bought enough time. May actually blink out. Will do so. Rubik's going to go on taking a fall here, but nice save on the Queen of Pain. Rubik bought enough time for Queen of Pain just to get out of there, and Rubik pays the price, but they save Queen of Pain's life, who at this point is much more important than this Rubik. Problem is, QPad's now pushing on this tier 2. Empire trying to take a fight. 3 hero stun. Cooldown already being used. Empire's Vigor's going to look to bring down Leshrac. Will succeed in doing so. There's your Skewer from Mag. There's no RP, but there's Shockwave. There's burst damage all over the place. They bring down Klinks as well. They bring down Sand King. And suddenly things looking very bad. Waga even taking out the Queen of Pain at the end there, and tier 2 tower will take a fall. Arrow drops on Wagamama. His armlet toggling, yeah, taking quite a lot of damage. It's going to get down to almost 0 HP once he turns off this armlet, but he's going to just, no, he's going to TP top. He's quite happy to just keep on farming. He's got Empower. Like, look at that cleave. Oh my gosh, his damage is pretty damn scary right now. There's he'll farm up one more wave, then back off, and Sing Sing is looking to get a BKB up. Vigos Manta style. So not going to actually go for the Yasha just yet. Picks up the ultimate ult first. Arrows are creeping. Probably see a TP home when you're looking at plays like that. Just use your mana before you go back to Fountain to heal up. Pick up his next item, and no Yasha just yet, as said. The ultimate ult gives him some nice stats, which I guess he was feeling like he needed the extra mana in the team fights. The extra HP doesn't hurt as well, so no real. I don't have any. I think this is actually a decent choice from him, especially when the Starfall at this point is a pretty reliable source of damage for these team fights. QPad now, Ogre Club. BKB will be coming up next for Sing Sing. But Empire, let's see what they can make happen. In the meantime, Arrow going to go scouting things out. You're not really expecting arrows like that to land. For one thing, you're throwing a blind from so far away, and QPad see it coming. But the idea is you just try scout up whatever heroes are there, see if this mid lane's empty, see if you can go for a tier 1 tower, which right now, not possible. Blow your brain. His BKB still a bit of a way to go. And the problem is right now, without that, it's hard to fight, especially when QPad have a 5-6k gold lead. And Johnny would love to have a BKB of his own, but with just 58 creep kills, his net worth is really struggling. He's hardly ahead of it. Well, 1500 gold ahead of the Sanking, but right now that's not a whole lot. CK Leshrak trying to find this Klink's not going to succeed in doing so. Klink goes back into his own jungle. As we see Sanking, Twister with a Blink Dagger. This game could get turned around, especially when you look at Twister hitting level 11. As Blow Your Brain takes both those big creeps. Select now going to work on his Refresher Orb. And with the mech up already, his survivability is there. He isn't going for the BKB build we saw last game from the Empire stand-in from Johnny. But this build in itself does give you a much stronger team fight early on. It doesn't give you the same survivability. So to me, if you're Empire, you want to focus down this mag. Try get him with the Orchid Clinks and then burst him down nice and fast. Or it's Sanking, who Epicenter Blink has to go on him. And okay, for a second I thought he hadn't got level 2 Epicenter. He levels up now. He just took a bit of time. And no Blink Dagger yet on Twister. If he would have loved to have those two Ursa Warriors, or Hellbear Smashers, as they're called. And QPad going to get a tier 2 tower. This is just going to be a tower trade. And if you're Empire, you want to go for this tower trade, considering your Sanking doesn't have his Blink yet, and it's coming very soon. But we may not even see a trade. They could even look to defend this. Twister TPing out nice and early because he's afraid for his life. Queen of Pain got to get the hell out of there. TP's coming in. Shadow Demon looking for a disruption or a purge. Not going to happen there, but here comes Select. Can he find this Rubik? Nope. Blink Skewer sidestep. Nicely played there. The dust even being popped, so well avoided gank by Empire. They cut their losses pretty well. Vigos helping out with the Moonlight Shadow. As it looks like he's got a Yasha recipe now. So Manta style not far away. Twister on this Sanking. There we go. Blink Dagger up. Picks up a TP scroll. And QPad, they haven't spotted this out, so next team fight, if they're not expecting this, it could go horribly, horribly wrong for them. Have we got Clinks with a BKB soon, maybe? No. He looks like he needs both Hammer as well as Recipe. Which means we're still 1300 away. Because if this next fight had BKB as well as a Blink Dagger on Sanking, Empire could really make some noise happen. Bottom lane Sing Sing now looking to push things out. And it's the last outer tower remaining, which QPad want to go for, but this is going to be the hardest one yet to get. And I imagine we see Empire make a play for this. Unless they want to keep on trading towers, they could go for this tier 2 counter push at top lane, but when you've just picked up your Blink on Sanking, get him in position, get him either in these trees, or up in these trees, or even some sort of position down here for an Epicenter Blink, you could look to make a fight for it. And their TP back, Manta style picked up, it looks like that's what they're preparing for. Sanking not going to be there in position to sort of get that opening, but oh, the other big item, Queen of Pain with a BKB, yes. BKB, Queen of Pain. So there's no BKB on Clinks, but the Queen of Pain may be what they need. And here we go, Sanking's in position. Epicenter Blink, does it happen? Arrow, ooh, gets narrowly dodged. Not happening yet. Come on, Sanking. There we go, there we go. He's a bit too late though. Oh, the tower goes down. It's only going to catch up Wagamama, which isn't really your ideal target. He gets disrupted, keeps up life. Johnny blinks into a cooldown. There's a lot of damage from Sing Sing. Even with this BKB, it's not going to keep you alive. And QPad, They get themselves a good fight, even though they don't kill anyone. That could have gone so much worse. The Blink Dagger for Sankey could have caught some people by surprise, and they may even catch Vigos. RP gets used. Select says, well, I'm the new kid on the block, and I'll take you on. And with a RP being used, a one hero RP, well worth it considering, well, what are QPad going to do? They're going to back off and farm right now. So this RP probably not going to be used in the next 100 seconds. Well, if it was going to be used for a team fight, now QPad just say, okay, we're not going to team fight. Sing Sing, BKB of his own. We're going to see a lot of BKBs on the map once Klinks has his. 2 on the Dire side. I believe 2 on the Radiant. Yep. CK has 1, Gyrocopter has 1. None on the Mag. No, it doesn't look like we'll see one from Lestrak. Lestrak has had 4 stuff coming up. No, Yule Scepter even. So Jirak's going for the Yule Scepter. You can use it sort of to just counteract the Orchids from the Klinks on yourself. Or even Yule's the Klinks, or alternatively, set up a Split Earth. Yule's an enemy, Split Earth them. If you're on your own, if you don't have that Shadow Demon set up, it's a guaranteed stun if you time it well. Unless they BKB, of course, which is always, I guess, the worry. Vigos scanning out his own jungle. And Sand King, no epicenter for another 25 seconds, but it's similar story with the RP. Well, almost exact same on that cooldown, and that goes to show 120-second cooldown on epicenter, 100 seconds on RP. And, well, RP is the better ultimate. And it has a shorter cooldown, and it's the better ultimate. It's really the amazing thing about this hero. He's got such a strong ultimate in itself, and the cooldown is ridiculously short. And Empire, where to from here? It looks like, even with these BKBs up, it's still playing a more farming game. They're waiting for QPad to come to them. They're waiting for, not so much for QPad to make a mistake, but for QPad to group up for a push. Or maybe even go for Roshan. Then they look to try and find a Sand King epicenter, which they just couldn't get at that bottom lane. He went a second or two too late. They pushed the tower too fast. QPad were already retreating when he went in. Twister. Some more Sandstorm on the creeps action going on. And not sure there's too much that he's trying to farm at this point. He's got 900 gold. Maybe even wants a BKB of his own or something like a 4-star for some additional mobility. And we see him continue to farm these neutrals. You need that hero with you, otherwise these neutrals just sort of walk out of the Sandstorm damage. There's QPad. They're sort of positioning themselves with this tier 2 tower, but I'd be very surprised if there's any sort of a push coming from Empire. Empire not going to look to push anytime in the near future unless they get kills. Or go for a smoke gank, which sort of succeeds, which is getting kills. They just can't really push into a mag team fight, not to mention the Gyrocopter, who's got a lot of damage now. He's also got his Helm of the Dominator up, so his lifesteal's there as well. And for those of you guys just tuning in, this is the We Play Dota 2 Group C. We've got our group of death today. It's Empire, QPandas, or QPad Red Pandas, Dignitas, and KP. Dignitas and KP are playing right now over on the Beyond the Summit 2 channel, so if you want to check out that one, twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit2. KP are taking on Dignitas, and Blaze is casting with Skim. I'm Gods, and I'm casting the match here between QPandas and Empire, as well as the winner of this match versus the winner of the other match. I believe Winter should be joining me for the next match, the MUFC captain. He had a few things to do before he could join me for the cast, but he should be joining in a bit later. Although, with that said, considering I don't have any audio at the moment, that may be a bit hard to do. Twister, Ogre Club. So either Aghanim, Scepter, or BKB coming for him. Both decent items here, and QPad going to go right into the Roshan pit. Feeling confident. A lot's just going to be dependent on Mag and SD's positioning. If someone gets jumped, you need the defensive disruption. And Mag, well, it's all about finding that big RP. He's got Refresher though, so even if the first one doesn't land too well, the second can. Twister. Almost scattered out. There's a Radiant Ward spotting him there, and now he's going to rotate around. The question is, do you try going blind? You can now with that arrow hitting. Waga taking a lot of damage. Is Twister going for this? Yes, he is. He's going in right now. Select. He cancelled that epicenter blink. No, he didn't. He's made his way in. Twister trying to do his work here as the BKB gets popped from Wagama, but Gyrocopter going to bring the first one, bring down Sankey. Here comes Queen of Pain from the side. Sort out everything. Just wombo comboing up together for QPad Red Pandas. So Empire, despite what looked like a good initiation, it's not going to be enough. Vigos goes down on the Mirana, and now Rubik is on the run. Sing Sing. Not going to be able to bring him down fast enough, it looks like. There wasn't a disruption in time. No disables, but they bring down 4. Buybacks all over the place. Smoke on the ground. That's an interesting little drop there. I think trying to make sure they got the Aegis. Aegis picked up by Sing. That Magman, he blinked into these trees to try Shockwave. He wanted to cancel the Sand King's blink. Sand King was epicentering here. Mag's like, I'm going to cancel that. Blink, Shockwave. Didn't work. Sand King still got in there. The thing is, Wagga didn't care. Wagga has a BKB. He shrugged off all of the epicenter damage. And there was just not enough. Mag, unfortunately, did get killed on those trees. And I don't even... Did he even get off a single... He didn't get off a single RP. And QPandas won the fight convincingly. That goes to show how far ahead QPandas are. And as far as looking at how far ahead, we're now up to about a 10k gold lead. XP, similar story. 10k XP, 10k gold, and QPandas is the one in control. The one thing that stopped the complete snowball, normally if you're looking at how they've been playing and how much control they've had over this map, you'd expect even bigger than this, but Empire have done a good job of counter-pushing. They've got 4 of these outer towers, lost 6 of theirs, but all things considered, they've done a good job counter-pushing. And at this point, going late game, Empire, I feel, well, they're going to need Clinks to stay alive, do a lot of damage. They're going to need Rubik to steal RP almost every single fight. He stole Flat Cannon, which, as a Rubik, not going to offer a whole lot. Needs to be looking to steal that RP every single fight. It's the only way I can see Empire winning a fight. And right now, he hasn't got Blink or Force Staff. So how do you actually get off an RP? You're going to have to pull a B-Diz and walk on in. So not B-Diz, an IX Mike. What am I talking about? How dare I discredit IX Mike? Going back to the raid called D2L Files where IX Mike waddles into a team fight with RP and catches out like 4 heroes. Here we go. Looks like Empire maybe sort of positioning themselves for a fight here. Sand King, Epicenter Blink. Can he actually bring off anyone? He's going to bring down Leshek right off the bat. Disrupted up. I don't see him getting out of this one alive. Epicenter just for the 1 kill. I mean, it's okay. It's about all Empire can get at this point in the game. The problem is they may look to lose more here. Drum Chart's going to be used. Waga's on the chase. Can he actually catch anyone? Doesn't look like it. And so the chase is going to end now. Arrow onto Select, but there's not going to be any follow-up damage. Queen of Pain at mid. And, well, Select going to just TP himself towards top lane. May actually find Johnny here. Oh, man. Johnny, you got to be careful. Blink RP is coming. Blink RP is coming. Blink RP. Skewer back into the Shadow Demon. Purge. Not needed. Well, no, it was used. Yeah, you want to make sure you get the kill. It does give some extra damage if he does sort of blink out of there and you have no follow-up damage. So, well-executed game. Worth the RP, without a doubt. Arrow, ooh, they wanted Wagamama. He hasn't got BKB up at the moment, which is the problem. He's going to get a stun off on Mirana, which will slow down this chase. They needed that arrow to land. Without it, they just don't have the lockdown. They don't have any slows whatsoever. They weren't going to find that kill. Wagamama going to be pretty happy that he didn't get hit by that. Sing Sing. Eagle Song now picked up as well for him. So, this is... I mean, for Empire, I feel like this is just going to be a slow and painful death for them. They are going to pop the Moonlight Shadow. Is anyone going to gem yet? Yeah, gem on Shadow Demon. No surprises there at this point in the game when you're up against all this invis. You can't really rely on Moonlight Shadow at any point defensively or offensively anymore if you're Empire. And they're going to find their tier 3 tower under siege. CK pops the armlet as well as a Phantasm. Illusion's gone to the tower. Sing Sing in the front lines. He's going to be the one taking up, but it's going to be a backstab coming in from the side here. Vigos, can he actually make anything happen? Clink's going to be the first one trying to be brought down. He pops BKB. Mag, no RP just yet. He looks like he wants to save. No, he's used to refresh. He's not going to use it. Gyrocopter cooldown. Gets himself a double kill. They try going to Rubik. He's being used up. RP stolen, but it's no follow-up damage. Sand King, Epicenter, Blink, can Twister do this? He's doing so much work here. Wagamama going to get brought down, but it's not quite enough. They do bring down 3 on the QPandas side. What a wombo combo. The RP steal, followed up by an Epicenter. What a team fight from Empire to end things off there. They looked like they were getting completely demolished, destroyed, and just ravaged by that QPanda team, but they turn it around. Epicenter with an RP as well as a staff storm coming out from Mirana, and they get 3 key kills. Mirana now up to level 17. Sing Sing sort of forced back a bit. He's still got this Aegis, but he's got no teammates. His teammates are down. Gem, Mini, yep, he's got it. Sand King, you cannot do that. And now Empire starting to respawn, going to be looking to sort of push some of these heroes back. And Minchip, I say Minchip, Mini Hearts Minchip, maybe going to go down. He's got no TP. This looks like the end, and this could be his gem as well. But here comes Sing Sing with a cooldown. Can he actually catch some Disruption? Going to sort of block the first wave. Twister's got nothing, though. And it's, I guess, a 2v2, which you'd expect QPandas to win. But there was backup coming from a Rubik, who's smoked up. But bit too greedy there. He wanted that gem. He wanted that Shadow Demon. Sing Sing, immediate rotation, backed him up. And Sing Sing now with 5k gold. The guy's made of money. This is his butterfly. And something more on top of that, possibly. Don't even need to go for that Divine Rapier build at this point in the game. Just play it safe and stable. Go into an MKB or whatever it may be. I love they're rotating, constantly looking for these... Ooh, nope, not going to happen. It's always looking for this Leshrac, this poor Leshrac. Him and the Shadow Demon, but Leshrac even more so, has always been the target for these ganks. Well, apparently select blue a second RP. I don't have sound, guys. I'm watching my chat rage about a second RP sound, but I actually don't have sound Dota 2 sounds right now, which is making things a bit annoying. But you can cast without sounds, as I've discovered. Ooh, there's a blink RP. Hopefully not a second one being used. Nope, no need. Queen of Pain goes down. And once again, it's Johnny getting picked off here. His Queen of Pain hasn't really been all that influential, but he played such a fantastic game one that you can't really fault him. And now Vigos once again looking to try hunt on these side lanes, but at this point killing Sing Sing when he's got a butterfly up, very, very unlikely. Not to mention he's got the lifesteal, the Helm of the Dominator on top of it. Vigos, I imagine, going for an MKB to help go through that evasion. Also, it's just a very strong damage dealing item on its own. And right now it's only Sing Sing at this bottom lane defending, but imagine if Empire properly commit to this, we will see some additional TPs back. 4 QPad heroes at mid. Sing Sing, no boot. Oh no, he's picked up boots of travel. I was about to say, how's he going to get to this fight? He's kind of pushing bottom. He's going to come to this fight in just a second. There we go. TP under the siege creep. Tier 3 tower goes down. Rax is going to be the next target. I don't know about this TP right now. Epicenter going to go there, trying to take this fight. Twister, though, brought down, does nearly no damage with that Epicenter. And Empire are suddenly like, well, what do we got? No stuns. Sand King has all of their stuns, all of their teamfight damage, and as soon as he's dead, well, you've got a telekinesis. Unless you can steal an RP, which right now, I imagine Select's is probably being told, just don't use RP. If they don't get RP, they can't win this fight. So Raxus go down, and QPad, they're going to go for the tier 4s. Yeah, they're going for tier 4s. They're looking to end this game right now. Wagger has enough gold for a Heart of Tarask if he wants it. But Sing Sing, he's the one with some very, very impressive farm. Picks up the tier 4 tower. Edict going to go as well. There's no glyph. It looks like the end is near for Empire. 13 seconds for Sand King. Can they hold till Sand King gets in? Maybe they make one last stand, but right now it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Blink, RP, onto the Queen of Pain. Rubik gets caught out as well. That's the key thing here. Don't give Rubik the RP. They will buy time for Sand King to respawn, but the problem is they've already lost Rubik, so there's not going to be any RP stills. Clink's going to get brought down in the back, and now Queen of Pain. Blink in, Scream, Sonic Wave. He has got a BKB. Epicenter not up, and as a result, Sand King gets completely destroyed. GG comes out from Scandal, as well as the Drafter, Twister. It looks like QPad, they bounce back. They've taken game 2, guys. We're going into a game-deciding game 3, as everything is tied up here. 1 game apiece. As that Select showing his micro skills. Look at that. 4:20 APM. I believe it's actually 4:20 today. Am I right? It's 4:20 today. It is 4:20 today. Happy 4:20, everyone. As Sing Sing shows us how it's done there. With that gyrocopter, a ton of farm on him. As this has been the We Play Dota 2 tournament, guys. We've got ourselves a group of death here with QPad up against Empire. They're going to game 3. We've also got Dignitas versus KP. I'm not sure of what the score is in that series. You can check it out on the Beyond the Summit 2 channel with Blaze and Skim. But we're going to have game number 3 coming up shortly, guys. So stay tuned as we see who's going to go through to that next round in this playoff brackets to verse the winner of KP and Dignitas. Stay tuned, guys.